All right, I think we are live. Hello, everybody. My name is Alexa Luckenbach, and on behalf of my entire team, I want to thank you for joining us tonight for this webinar. I am seriously just grateful that you are taking time out of your night to learn more about this awesome opportunity, because this is something that is near and dear to my heart. Being a coach has really changed my life in so many ways. And so I'm just excited to share more about this opportunity with you, so that you can learn more about this and see if it's something that can fit into your lifestyle or would be something that could benefit you and your family. So I'm going to be talking about a lot of great stuff. I'm going to be talking about a lot of the common questions that most people have when they get started with coaching, and also work to hopefully break through some preconceived notions or misconceptions that you may have about being a coach. So without further ado, I am going to share my screen, but I just wanted to show my face so you guys could see me, and just say thank you again for joining me on this awesome webinar tonight. So let's get started. Let's see, you guys should all be able to see my screen now. So let me just fast forward. So once again, like I said, my name is Alexa Luckenbach, and this is just like a quick little overview for you guys to just show you what we're going to be talking about tonight. So like I said, I'm going to be covering the basics of coaching. You know, what is a coach? What does a health and fitness coach do? And what is required to be a coach? And also, you know, learn about how you can start to earn an income and get paid as a coach. And another thing that so many potential coaches worry about is, how do you build a team and how do you expand your network? We're going to talk about those things. And then I'm also going to be touching, like I said, on some of those common questions. One of my absolute favorites that so many people think is this a pyramid scheme? So I have a whole slide on that, and I'm excited to chat with you. And another thing that so many people are worried about: what if I'm not at my goal weight? Can I really do this and inspire people if I'm not where I want to be? So just know that all of these questions and concerns that you may have, you guys, they're 100% valid, and they're, you know, very common. And that's why I'm going to touch on them, so that I can show you how being a coach really is something that could work for anybody, as long as you are committed to wanting to be better than you were yesterday, and committed to just wanting to live a better life than you're living today. So just a little bit about me. My name's Alexa, for like the third time, and I am a 4-star Diamond Beachbody coach. You guys are like, what does that mean? Don't worry, it's jibber jabber. It's just my official title as the coach. I just got married back in June, so I'm a newlywed. That's a picture of my husband and I right there. I'm a former corporate climber turned girl boss. So I went to the University of Washington, graduated with a double major. 100% thought that I was going to find this awesome corporate job and move my way up the ladder and be, you know, at the top of the food chain. And I quickly learned after I graduated that that was not the life for me. You know, that 9 to 5 clock in, clock out, you know, having to rely on my bosses to give me a promotion. I remember my you know, one of my first jobs that I got after graduating, I worked my butt off every single day to, you know, get promoted. And I was doing above and beyond my job description, but really when it came down to it, my boss gave me a $2 raise after a year and a half. And I just remember thinking, really, like, you know, for how much work and time and, you know, everything that I put into this, it always is up to my manager or my boss. And I didn't like that. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about why that's why I love being a coach, because you are your own boss. You are the one that's in charge of your destiny and your success. And for somebody like me who doesn't like my success and my fate being in other people's hands, that is why being a coach is just awesome. So I've lost 80 pounds by working out at home with these amazing programs. So I actually won $1,000 from Beachbody because of my transformation. So I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but Beachbody gives out both daily, monthly, quarterly prizes to people that are honestly like just using these programs and getting great results. So on top of that, I'm a new travelista. I never used to travel really before coaching, and now I am traveling pretty much all the time, I feel like. Just this year, I went to Los Angeles, I went to Wisconsin, I went to Nashville. I've been to Mexico. I mean, I was just all over the place this year. And it's all because of this opportunity and not just the flexibility and the freedom, but the financial freedom that I've gotten from this too. So I just wanted to start off by sharing a little bit about who I am, where I started before this. Because you guys, I signed up as a coach pretty much 2 weeks after this this picture right here. This was the day of my very first challenge group, and I signed up to be a coach 2 weeks after that. So I'm going to be talking more about, who can be a coach and what a coach does. And, I just want to show you guys like where I was. This is the person that I was when I first started. Somebody who was really unhealthy and, like I said, very unhappy with where I was in my job and, was just tired of living that day-to-day complacent life. So what is a coach anyways? Okay, I want to start off by sharing and debunking a couple preconceived notions so many people have. Coaches are not fitness experts and they're not nutrition experts. Okay, that is what Autumn Calabrese and Sean T and Tony Horton and Shalene Johnson, all the people in our DVDs, they are the experts. That's not what our job is. Our job is to be supporters to the people that we're helping. Our job is to be out there sharing our story and our journey to inspire other people to get started on their journey as well. Okay, coaches are not at their fitness goals. Okay, like I said, when I first got started, I was in that before picture. I was 80 pounds bigger than I am now, but I was able to be a successful coach because I was on my journey. I was working to be better than the person that I was yesterday. And that's really what this is about. So if you have a journey ahead of you and you have a long way to go, you know what? You're going to be an amazing coach because the journey is the part that people relate to, and the journey is what it's all about. Coaches are not salespeople. Once again, so many coaches are afraid, I don't know if I could do this because I'm not a salesperson. And whenever I hear that, I say, awesome. That makes me so happy because we are not salespeople. We are coaches, okay? We're here to motivate, inspire, and support people on their health and fitness journey. And someone with tons of extra time on their hands. Once again, one of the things that so many people tell me is, I am super busy. You guys, newsflash, we're all busy, okay? You're never not going to be busy. You're never not going to have a million things going on in life. But it's all just going to be about how you handle your time and your priorities, So I have a coach on our team who at one point was a full-time student athlete, was a softball player for her school. She also had an internship, a part-time job, and was growing her coaching business on the side. So you just know that we're all busy, and there's tons of busy coaches. And the great thing is this is something that can work within your schedule with whatever busy things you have going on in life. And that's something that we'll teach you and show you how to do. So once again, what a coach should be. Somebody that's sharing how people can change their lives and achieve their goals. That's what it's all about. We're talking about our personal journey, what we're doing ourselves, and inviting others to come along the ride with us. We're committing to be proof the product works. So this is probably one of the reasons why I absolutely love being a coach, because it's amazing accountability for your personal health and fitness goals, okay? So I really have to give credit to the fact that I was able to lose 80 pounds because I was a coach. Because one of the three vital behaviors of coaching, one of the three things that you must do in order to be successful as a coach is be committed to your own personal health and fitness journey and always working to be better. Does that mean that I'm perfect? No. Does that mean that I don't mess up and eat nachos when I go out with my friends sometimes? Yeah, I am not perfect, you guys. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to be real. And it's really always just about working to be better than you were yesterday. If I mess up, in the past, I would just crawl into a hole and I would be like, well, I screwed up this weekend. I just should give up. I messed up already, so who cares, right? But now that I'm a coach and now that I have committed to sharing my story and my journey, it's an extra accountability for me to just fess up and move forward and be like, you know what, you guys, I ate my nachos this weekend with my friends. And that's okay, because I'm just going to keep moving forward and I'm going to get back on track. And without the accountability of being a coach, I don't think that I would have ever been able to get off the roller coaster yo-yo dieting cycle that I was on before. So just to continue, I kind of want to touch on like the type of people that can be a coach. And honestly, you guys, everybody out there can be a coach. We have busy moms to college students to grandmas and 20-year-olds. I mean, I'm telling you, we have all different kinds of people from all different walks of life. But really, it's all about women who have a journey ahead of them, okay? So coaches are life changers and dreamers. So are you somebody who, like I said before, is tired of being complacent, tired of living that average day-to-day, clock in, clock out, working for Friday, working for the weekend type of a life? Do you want to get more out of your life? Do you want to be able to be home with your kids? Or do you want to be able to travel the world more, or have the flexibility to take off more than 2 weeks out of your entire year to spend with your family or do what you want to do? That's what we do here as coaches. We are people who are not trying to be average. We are tired of living that regular mundane life, and we're here to live a big life, live our dreams, okay? Coaches love social media, you guys. You got to be comfortable with social media, because social media is probably one of your biggest tools that's going to help you as you get started with your coaching business. I have met so many amazing people on my team and in my challenge groups because of social media. So this picture in the top left right here is one of my coaches, Sarah Chaluti, on my team. She lives in Philadelphia. I live in Seattle. So we are across the country from each other, but we are connected through Instagram. And now she's one of my best friends. She's one of the top coaches on my team. She actually flew all the way from Philly to be at my wedding in June. So social media has the power to connect you with some of the most amazing people. And if you love social media, then this is definitely the thing for you. Coaches are go-getters and self-motivated, okay? So just know that, yeah, this is going to take some work. This is going to take some elbow grease. This is going to take some sacrifice. But if you are somebody who's self-motivated and ready to stop letting your boss determine your raises and your boss tell you when you're going to get promoted, and you're willing to put in the work to promote yourself, then this is the thing for you. And coaches are okay with getting outside of their comfort zone. You guys, you're going to do a lot of uncomfortable things when it comes to coaching. And when I say that, I say it in the best way possible, because nothing good ever grows inside of your comfort zone. Yeah, it feels great to be doing the things that you're comfortable with. Go to that, once again, going back to that 9-to-5 job. It's probably comfortable, right? You get your paycheck every 2 weeks, and you know exactly what you got to do when you sit down and you get your coffee. But you know what? How much are you getting out of staying in your comfort zone? How well is that going for you right now? The thing is, the more that you get outside of your comfort zone and do those things you're afraid to do and push yourself, the more you're going to grow and develop, not just as a coach, but as a person. So yeah, it might be a little scary, but the people that are okay with getting outside of their comfort zone are the ones that are going to grow and move forward in such an amazing way. And like I said, I already said this, but coaches want so much more out of life than just that average, okay? So if you're somebody, like I said, who wants more than just, that society's norm of what we think is successful, that day-to-day mundane life, that comfortable, quote unquote, comfortable, secure life. If you want more than that, then you know what? Being a coach is just for you. So this is something that I feel so many people are discombobulated in their head, whatever the heck that word is. And that is that people think that coaches have to be at their goal weight, and coaches have to be perfect and in perfect shape. You guys, there's 8 women on this collage. These are all women that are on my team. Okay, these are all women that are working on their health and fitness journey, and you can see they're all different ages, shapes, sizes, whatever. But the thing is, every single one of them is not at their goal weight, at their goal body. Every single one of them has a journey and a story, and they're sharing it. I got every single one of these pictures from their social media accounts, because they're all working on themselves, you guys. And that is what's more inspiring to people than being at your goal weight. So like I said, that person that in that picture of me on the left is pretty much what I looked like when I signed up to be a coach. But the thing is, coaching and everything, the support and accountability of this team and this opportunity is what helped me get to that person on the right. So if you're not at your goal weight, then you are in a sweet spot, and being a coach is exactly what you need, because it is that support, accountability, and the resources and community and everything you need to be successful and reach your goals. So one of my absolute favorite parts about this business is being able to find your tribe and build a team and find other people that want to do this with you. All of these women in these pictures are people that I met, like I said, through social media and through this community. And this picture on the right is a picture of me and my success partner, Emma Owen. And Emma's actually in all of these pictures. We have traveled across the world together. Well, across the world. Well, I would say across North America together. We've been from, like I said, Mexico to California to Las Vegas to Wisconsin to Nashville. We've been all across the country together. And Emma and I never would have connected if it weren't for this amazing opportunity. And now she's pretty much my best friend in the entire world. She was actually in my wedding. She didn't just attend my wedding. She was a bridesmaid in my wedding. And honestly, you guys, the community and the lifelong friendships that you find by being a part of this opportunity are priceless. It's probably one of the best parts about this business. So, I want you to think about maybe those tribes that you have been a part of in your life. Were you in a sorority, or did you play on a team, or were you in a club in high school? We all like to feel like we're part of something, right? I mean, it's just like human nature. And this is just an amazing way for you to feel like you're a part of a community. You're part of something bigger than yourself. You're part of a tribe of people that are here to help inspire others. And I'm telling you, these friendships are ones that are going to just grow above and beyond what you could ever expect. I never in my life expected that being a coach would bring such amazing people into my life, but now it's like one of the reasons why I love this the most. So, the benefits of being a coach. Why would somebody want to do this? Well, first off, you can set your own hours. You can either focus on this as a part-time job, something that you do maybe an hour a day, or throughout the week when you have time. Or you can turn this into a full-time $1 million business. This is really a flexible opportunity that you can make, whatever you want. Just know that what you put in is what you get out of it. So if you treat this like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. But if you treat this like a full-time $1 million business, like I said, it will pay you that way too. You can choose to build this online or in person. I really think that social media and building online is the best way, because you can find so many more people than those that you might just interact with on a day-to-day basis in person. And you can share your passion and find people that are like you, like I said. So I love to talk about my story of where I was when I was working my corporate job and how much I hated it and sitting at that desk. And now I have the flexibility to do what I want, travel and go and get my nails done in the middle of the day, or wake up and go take my dog for a walk instead of go and sit in traffic for 2 hours. And now the fact that I talk about that and share that the passion that I have for what I do, I'm finding other people like me who want that same thing. So just know that as a coach, you are going to be able to attract other people that want the same thing out of this life that you want. You can start to travel, okay? That is like one of my favorite things about this business. Like I said, we went to Nashville this year for our coach summit. This picture in the top right is in Cancun with my coach and her coach. And you guys, like, this was just literally like the coolest trip ever. It was my very first time that I was able to go on vacation with my husband, because we had never been able to afford a trip of our own before. So our very first trip that we got to go on was to Cancun, to an all-inclusive resort vacation for a week. And we didn't have to pay for it. I earned it 100% just because I made it my goal to help people every single month. And that's pretty cool for our first, not just our first vacation, but my husband had never been out of the country. My husband had never even been on a plane before. And the very first time that we were able to go on a plane together and go on a vacation and a trip together, we didn't have to pay for it. And we were able to go to this beautiful resort. I mean, literally, that's just one of those memories and moments that I will never, ever forget. And so just know that, that is one of the most amazing things you can do, is travel and see the world. So if you're somebody who's wanted to do that, this is an amazing opportunity to do that. And you are able to get a discount on all the programs and products. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what being a discount coach is, but just know that, one of the awesome perks is that you can get 25% off Shakeology, any programs, any supplements, anything on teambeachbody.com. So for those of you who love Shakeology or love these programs and you want to be able to get them a little cheaper, that is definitely a benefit that you can get out of signing up as a coach. So now I'm going to talk about probably one of my favorite things, which is the pyramid scheme misconception. So many people hear about Beachbody and being a coach and network marketing, which is what this is, network marketing. And people think, is this a pyramid scheme? And I want you to sit and think, because most people don't even actually know what a pyramid scheme is. So pyramid schemes are completely illegal, you guys. They're like this like scam basically, where people will just sign people up with like the promise of having a product or a service, but not really having that thing to offer. That is not at all what we do here at Beachbody, okay? Beachbody has actually been accredited through the Better Business Bureau for 13 years. So don't think this is a scam or a pyramid scheme. This is network marketing. And what that basically means is you are the person that's controlling your destiny. I, honest to God, think that the corporate America business model, which you'll see here on the left side, is more of a pyramid scheme than what we do as coaches. You guys look at this. Like, this is really what it's at, right? You got your hardworking employees, which was me. I was busting my butt. The very bottom of the food chain, I had my supervisors and I had my managers. And of course, it moved all the way up to the CEO, and he was the one making the big bucks, right? And there's no way in hell that I was going to be able to move up to be a CEO, or that I even wanted that. But that is a pyramid scheme in itself. Being trapped at the bottom of that pyramid and having to slowly take years to work your way up, that is more of a pyramid scheme than network marketing ever could be. So, like I said, for those of you who are tired of living in that corporate pyramid scheme and you want to be able to be in control of giving yourself a promotion, giving yourself a raise, moving yourself up the ladder, being a part of this amazing company and this business is a way that you can do that. I determine my raises. I determine my fate, and it all depends on me and the amount of work that I'm willing to put into it. So another thing, sharing versus selling. So once again, I want to touch on this fact that coaches, people are so afraid that, as a coach, I'm not a salesperson. You guys, we are not here to sit and try and sell people stuff. We're here to share our journey to getting healthier with people and reaching out and letting them know that we are here to help them if they want to start their journey also. So as a coach, I just literally document this journey every day. I talk about my meal prep. I talk about what Shakeology I had today. I share pictures of, my transformation or my progress, no matter how small it may be. This is an amazing picture right here of one of the coaches on our team, Stevie, and her before and after, Motivation Monday. She's sharing about, the goals that she's been able to achieve and how she's here to help anybody else out there who may want to get started with this also. So really, this is not about selling stuff. This is about sharing our journey and our story and showing people that they can do this too. Because you guys, there's so many people out there who are still sitting on the couch, wanting to lose weight, wanting to get healthy, wanting to get in better shape, but they just haven't started for whatever reason. Maybe they don't have support at home. Maybe they don't have a plan to follow. Maybe they have no idea what clean eating is. Maybe they think lean cuisines are clean eating. There's just so many people out there who need support. They need help. So what our job here is to show people what we do, show people the journey and invite them to come along with us. Okay. And we have so many trainings and resources and help so that you can learn how to be effective at sharing your story and not being a salesperson, because that's icky and that's not what we're here to do. So just know that. So now I want to kind of go into a couple success stories and real life stories of coaches that are able to make this business something work for them. So for all of you busy moms out there, this is Emma's story. Emma is my success partner. I shared about her before, but she's been a coach for 2 years, and she was one of those busy moms who was literally go, go, go from the minute she woke up to the minute she went to bed. She had her son Bentley. She was going to school. She was a nanny part-time, and her husband was away for school when she was first building her business. So she was pretty much a single mom because he wasn't here. He was living 3 hours away. So Emma was somebody who was overcoming postpartum depression after having her son. And she found this amazing community of like-minded women that helped her get through those hard times after she had her son and was basically a single mom. And she joined Beachbody so that she could start to work from home and inspire other women out there to work hard and, you know, be able to be home with their families. And Emma was even able to retire her husband from his job climbing cell phone towers, which is one of the top 10 most dangerous jobs out there. She was able to bring her husband home and not have to worry about sending him off to work every day and worry about if he was going to fall or get hurt or have something awful happen to him. She's able to bring him home because of what she does as a coach. So if you're a busy mom, just know that we have so many busy moms on this team, and they're here to support you. And you can do this. This is something that really could help you, your family, and your kids. Okay, are you lacking passion and purpose in your life plan? So this was kind of similar to my story. Like I said, I graduated with a double major and thought that I was going to be this corporate climber working up the ladder, but I realized that I had no passion and purpose behind that mission. And this is Carly's story. Carly was very similar. She went to school, she got her law degree, and she actually decided to forfeit her deposit for her master's degree in law so that she could become a full-time coach, because she found that she had so much more passion and purpose helping women get started on their health and fitness journey than she did in, you know, working as a law student. And so, you guys, she's a PCOS fighter. So that's one thing about being a coach is we all have things going on in our lives, whether that's health issues or struggles or personal things that we have going on in our lives. And the more that you share and talk about that and share your struggles, the more you're going to be able to help and attract people who maybe are going through that same thing. So Carly started to share her journey with overcoming PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, for those who maybe don't know that. But she was able to start sharing her story and her journey about that, and has been able to help so many women, other women with PCOS, get started with getting healthy. And with PCOS, a lot of times women aren't able to get pregnant. They don't have their period. And Carly was able to help some of the women in her challenge groups and on her team get pregnant and have kids and be able to just overcome these health struggles that they were dealing with for so long. And Carly actually ended up finishing 2014 as the #7 coach in entire company of 300,000 coaches. So you guys, like, once again, you can make this whatever you want. You can become a top 10 coach if you just put your head down and you believe in yourself and you work for it. But, you know, if you're somebody who's just doesn't have a passion or a purpose in your life, this could be something that could bring that into your life. And the busy college students. I talked a little bit about Sarah before, but Sarah was your average broke college student when she first got started as a coach. She was making a whopping $70 a week as a bartender. And she's also the one that I was telling you was super busy. She had her full-time softball position that she was on her team for. She was a student. She had an internship working part-time. But at the same time, she was able to work this business in between all of those things. And not only was she able to get amazing results and lose 30 pounds, but she is showing all of those college students or those young students out there to take control of their health and fitness and take control of their future and become a girl boss at 22 freaking years old. Like, that is so awesome that Sarah is a business owner and she's building a life of freedom for herself, and she's 22 years old. Okay, so what do all these women have in common? They are wanting to be better than they are today with their health. Okay, so not everybody has any weight to lose. Not everybody has an 80-pound transformation they need. But you guys, I know every single one of you listening to this call or on this call right now wants to be in better shape than you're in today, right? And that's what it's about. It's about, you know, making progress and working to be better. They all have a passion for helping people. That's what we're here to do. We're here to change people's lives and inspire them to get healthy. And they're all people who want to just help others. They're self-motivated. They're go-getters. They are not people who are going to sit around and just let other people determine their success, right? They are go-getters. They put in the work and the time and the sacrifice, and they are the ones benefiting from it, okay? They have an ability to learn, okay? You guys, all of the skills and everything you need to be a coach is 100% teachable and something that you can all learn. There's no specific DNA that you need to be a successful coach. You just need to have the ability and willingness to be open to learn about how to do this. We've laid it all out for you. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just know that we have an amazing support system. We have trainings, we have videos, we have team calls. We have, I mean, everything that you need to be successful. So as long as you're okay with learning and are open to learning, then you'll be successful with this. And these are all people that want freedom. Okay, they want time freedom, they want that financial freedom, and they just want more out of life, right? We already discussed that, but like I said, coaches are people who are not here to live an average life. They're people that are wanting to make a difference on not just in others' lives, but in their own life as well. So how do we do that? We do that by sharing on social media, like I said, by being a proof that the products work, networking with others and inviting them to join you on this journey. So once again, like one of my favorite parts about being a coach is the fact that I have met so many amazing people through social media, people that I can connect with on common ground. And this is something that we can show you how to do, how to expand your network, how to meet new people in a genuine way, people that want the same thing that you do, which is to get healthy. And, we'll show you how to do that. We're all about connecting people with the right fitness and nutrition programs for them. Okay, so that's really what we do, on a really simple basis. Like we help connect people with a fitness program that they can get started with. And then we run online support and accountability groups so that they can be successful. The whole reason why the coaching network was even developed was because Carl Deichler, who's the CEO of Beachbody, the company started out with P90X. So many people know about P90X, right? It's like one of the most original home workout programs, one of the trailblazers, right? And so, but what he was finding was that so many people who were getting P90X through the infomercials or online were just not even opening up the box. But then they started to see that on the Beachbody website, they had these message boards, and there were people that were on these message boards who were completing P90X, and they were in there encouraging and supporting all of the people who were still getting started with it. And they were giving them tips, and they were supporting them and motivating them. And they were telling them, this is what I do, or this is what helped me get through this struggle. And that is how the coaching network came to be, because they saw that with support and accountability, people were 10 times more successful with completing their program. So that's what we're here to do. Run online support and accountability groups. And that's something, once again, that we have training on. We'll show you how to do it. We're here to recruit and mentor other coaches, other people that want to get started on this journey too. And last but not least, probably the most important thing actually is to work on yourself more than anything. That is, like I said, one of the things that I love about this is being a coach is what helped me lose 80 pounds. I never would have grown my leadership skills, my time management skills, learned how to create a positive mindset for myself and stop being so negative. And none of those things would have happened if I wasn't working on my personal development and growing every single day. And that all started with being a coach. And that's what we're encouraged to do every day. So this is so much more than just helping people get set up with a fitness program. This is about working on yourself from the inside out and helping others do the same. Okay, so I really want to get into some of the logistics. So, you guys, there are so many different paths that you can take when it comes to being a coach. So I want to start off with the discount coaches. Some people really want to do this 100% just to get a discount. They don't want to sell anything or help anybody get started, really. They just want to enjoy their programs in Shakeology a little bit cheaper. And just know that as a discount coach, you will be able to save $16 a month on your Shakeology order. So if you're somebody who just wants to be able to enjoy the discount, you can 100% sign up and just do that. There's never a sales quota or any requirements. The only requirement to be a coach is to pay your monthly coaching fee, which I'm going to go into a little bit more, but $16. And really that's the only requirement. There's nothing else. So if you're somebody who wants to just enjoy your Shakeology cheaper, you can do that. That's actually how I decided to sign up to be a coach. Now, there's some people who love these programs and these products and they want to share them with others and maybe just earn a little extra income for some groceries here and there, or just do this as a hobby on the side. And that's 100% okay too, okay? So if you want to be a hobby coach, you can do that. You can fit into whatever you really want. And once again, if you want to be a business builder, if you are that person who is tired of being complacent, who wants to go all in, who has humongous goals of time freedom, financial freedom, all the stuff that I've been talking about, you can go all in and be a business builder. But you can also be somewhere in between all this, you guys. So just know, yes, I've talked about how I hated my full-time job and I wanted to quit my job and do this full-time and all these amazing things that being a coach has allowed me to do. but also just know that if that's not your jive, if that's not what you want to do, you want to just kind of enjoy being a part of our supportive community with like-minded people and get your Shakeology cheaper, you can do that too. Just know that you get what you put in, right? So if you are putting in the effort of a hobby coach, you will get a business that will treat you like a hobby coach. But if you go in with the mindset and the work ethic of a business builder, you are going to have a business built in front of your eyes that can really, really benefit you and pay you in so many ways. So just know that. I just want to set the expectation. Yes, you can be at any end of this spectrum, and we want any type of coach on our team. But just remember that you get what you put in. So now let's get down to the nitty gritty. How much does it cost to get started as a coach? So in order to sign up with as a coach, what we'll do is get you started with a challenge pack. And challenge pack basically comes with a fitness program in your first month of Shakeology. And the price of the challenge packs really varies. They start at $140 and kind of go up from there. It really just depends on which program that you get. But the reason why we get you started with a challenge pack is because it is going to be what's going to help you get started on your results, right? So whether you have done a Beachbody program before or not, this is what's going to help you kickstart your journey as a coach so that you can start to share what you're doing, share your story with people, and be able to take them through this journey with you. Along with that, like I said, you have a monthly fee of $16. So what this covers is all customer service issues, shipping, returns. Beachbody handles all of that stuff for you. You don't have to worry about this product coming to you and then you have to ship it to your friends or family. No, all the shipping and all that kind of stuff is handled for you. Also, every coach has a coach online office where all of your orders are tracked and you can get tons of resources to help you in your business. So all of that stuff that you get is packaged into this $16 fee. And on top of that, your Shakeology, of course. So Shakeology at the coach discount price is $97 a month. You're not required to get Shakeology, but of course I 100% recommend it because it's amazing superfood, nutrient dense shake that is really going to help you get the best results out of your program and really just get the best benefits for your body. And along with that, of course, there's the time investment. So like I said, if you want to just start off with just 1 or 2 hours a day, you can start to build a business with 1 or 2 hours a day. If you have more than that, then we can work with that and do more than that. But I really think that if you are somebody who at least wants to get this going and really make this a business, starting with at least an hour a day is really what you need to get going. But like I said a million times, you get what you put in. So just know that when you get started. And then once again, how do coaches get paid? So there's really a couple different ways that coaches are able to get paid. The main way that coaches earn an income is through commissions through retail sales. So if you are, once again, documenting your journey going through 21 Day Fix and talking about the workouts that you're doing and how great it's making you feel and how you lost 2 pounds the first week and you're kicking butt and Autumn is your favorite person in the world, and you have friends who are like, you know what, the new year's coming, I want to get on track with my health and fitness. Also, you can help them get set up with 21 Day Fix and Shakeology, and you will get a commission from that. Also know that there are just so many more opportunities and avenues for earning an income as you start to grow your team. So growing my team was one of the things that scared me the most when I first signed up as a coach. I asked my coach, I was like, can I do this without having to build a team? I was just so incredibly afraid of it. But you guys, now building and mentoring my team is probably my favorite part of this business. So just know that there's so many more avenues and ways that you can start to earn an income once you start to do that. And we'll show you how to do that once you get started. And on top of just, not just money, but you can start to earn trips. So like I said, I earned that free trip for my fiance, or not my fiance, he was my fiance at the time, now my husband, for my husband and I, to Cancun because I was able to help people every single month get started on their journey. I'm going to be going on a cruise to Jamaica and Haiti in March, which is also going to be 100% for free. You get recognition with all, these awesome, just wear and share, these jackets. And I mean, there's just so many different ways that Beachbody will recognize you. So just know that it's not just monetary things that you can gain. It's not just money that you can earn as a coach, but there's just so much more that you can get out of this. And it is just something that continues to reward me in so many ways. You know, I get something for free from Beachbody every single week for helping people, it seems like. And it's just crazy how much this company really recognizes the people that are committed to helping as many people as they can get healthy. So just to wrap this up, you guys, I kind of wanted to leave with this quote. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of stories of average individuals who saw a problem, looked at things a little bit differently, and went on to transform their lives. They weren't entrepreneurs. They were just people like you and me, people who wouldn't settle. So like I said, there's no special, chromosome in successful coaches that makes them different from everybody else. Every single one of you on this call or listening to this recording has what it takes to be a successful coach. Okay, you just have to be somebody who's not willing to settle, somebody who wants to be above average and do more and get more out of life than you're at right now. So, I just really hope your questions were answered and something about this call really spoke to you, and that you take the leap of faith that you need to in order to get started on our team. I know that it's scary. I know that it might be a little bit out of your comfort zone, like I said, but just like everything else that's new, it's always a little scary, right? But just know that there's just so many amazing things that can come from this, and being a coach has the. So tonight, you guys, I am just going to be throwing in this little bonus for all the coaches that decide to sign up and join Team Fire Away, our team tonight. You are going to get a free copy of Autumn's cookbook, Fixate. Is the creator of the 21-Day Fix, which is this it's probably the most popular program that Beachbody has out right now. And Autumn has this amazing cookbook where she gives you tons of recipes that you can use with your portion control containers. So you guys out there, if you are getting started, you could get signed up with the 21-Day Fix tonight as a coach, and boom, you get this free copy of the cookbook as a reward, a bonus, as a thank you from us for getting started on this journey and joining our team. So I want you to think about this. What can becoming a coach do for you and your family? Okay, think about where you're at right now and where you want to go, and how can coaching get you there? Because I promise you guys, you start to dream big and visualize where you want to go. I promise you that being a coach can help you get there so much faster than you may think. Okay, who can I help? That is really what it comes down to. That's what we're here for. We're here to inspire people to live healthy, seek their passion, and fire away at their goals. I get so much passion and purpose every single day when I wake up and look in my challenge group and I see someone say, I don't know how I'm down 7 pounds. I feel amazing. I'm so excited to keep going on this journey. That's real. That actually happened to me this morning. I woke up and one of my girls shared that she's down 7 pounds. And it just fills my bucket. It fills my heart knowing that I'm helping somebody get healthy. I'm helping somebody change their life. And I'm helping people get off blood pressure medication or be able to run around with their kids and be able to feel confident and happy and get their sexy back, right? So we're here to help people. And who are those people in your life that you can help? And who are the people that maybe you haven't even met yet? Those people maybe, like I said, on social media that you haven't even connected with. There's so many people out there that need your help. So are you going to be the one to take that step and get started so you can help them? And what are your goals and dreams? Like I said, what is it that you want out of life? What is your dream big goal? And I want you to just think about those things, because really, I never really dreamed big until I became a coach. I thought that my successful life would be working my way up that corporate ladder, being secure enough that I could maybe go on vacation once a year. And, that was just about it, you guys. I didn't have big, huge goals or dreams. But now I'm dreaming above and beyond anything I've ever done before. And it's because I know I can achieve it. And this opportunity can make that happen for me. So all of that being said, I am going to exit my screen share. And, okay, I think it should be back to my face now. So thank you again. All of you guys that are on live, I really appreciate you for, like I said, taking the time out of your night to hearing my story, hearing me out. And I hope that more than anything, you kept an open mind and an open heart, and really dig deep within yourself and think about what it is that you want. Like I said, what do you want out of life? What kind of big goals and dreams do you have for you and your family? Because I promise that being a coach can make that happen for you. And if you're somebody who's ready to do this, if you're ready to get started and take that leap of faith, then reach out to me, reach out to the coach that invited you to this. Like I said, we're going to be sending out those free copies of Fix It to the coaches that sign up tonight. So on behalf of the entire team, I want to thank you again for taking the time out. And I really hope to see you on our team soon. And I just want you to think, leave you with one question, one thing to really think about. Why not you? Okay? Why not you? I can be successful at this. Anybody can be successful at this. So why not you? All right? Thanks again, and hope you guys all have a great rest of your night.